Hey everyone, welcome to my channel Build with AI. I created this channel to help people to build anything with AI. There are tons of channels based on this subject, as you can see by a simple YouTube search, but we are different, as we will not only teach you the concepts of AI and how you can use AI to build anything, but we will also teach you how you can fix errors in your code, because this is the most important thing. Then we will also teach you how you can use research skills to learn anything faster. Because sometimes apart from AI, you do need to Google and learn how you can learn anything online. And then the most important thing, how you can turn your idea into a product so that your product will be used in the real world. Now let's come to chapter 2. Why do we need AI in development, or why AI is so popular in coding as well as in development? So we know computers can only understand binary language. So binaries are just series of zeros and ones that computer can understand. And this is the only language that the computer can understand, and we can communicate with computers. So humans came up with programming languages like JavaScript, PHP, C++, C major, etc. as the code, but the code is still later translated as binary. Now let's get back to the earlier days of programming. People used COBOL to create basic apps. But COBOL is hard to understand for most people and even harder to debug if error occurs. Then languages like C and C++ came along, which are still widely used but have a steep learning curve. Then we got languages like Python, which is much closer to English and easy to understand compared to other languages. But in late 2022, ChatGPT came along and changed how our world looks. ChatGPT is powered by something called as large language models, and LLM can understand most human language and generate them. Now we do not need traditional programming languages to communicate with computers. We can use natural languages like English, German, Chinese, Hindi, etc. to communicate with computers. Once the computer understands your requirement, it can produce the output for you. Before LLMs, you needed a lot of learning before you could start coding and create a project. But now with LLMs, you can start developing projects from day one. And in this class itself, we will start developing projects from day one. The only requirement now is that you need knowledge of just one human language. Let's learn how you can create a project or an application using AI. But before this, you need to follow some steps. And these are general steps that you need to do for every other application. First, you need to research the requirements for what you need to do. Maybe you need to create a note tagging app that can convert your screenshots to notes, a reminder app, a game, or a website. For each project, your requirements should be clear. Who will be the end user? What are the minimum features you need in your app? Once you have researched your requirements and selected an idea, document your requirements so it's easier for you to stick with them. Then you just need to input your requirements to AI, and AI will generate the code for you. But you need to understand that AI will generate the code, but you still need to check and verify the code, if the code is correct or not. If there are any bugs, you can again ask AI to help you to fix them. Then you just need to iterate the process. And by doing all these 5 steps, you can develop a project using AI. Let's come to chapter 4. We can use AI to learn anything, but why learning using AI can be difficult for most of the people. So when you ask ChatGPT or any other LLM or AI that you want to learn anything, for example, I want to learn Flutter for UI development, it gives you a lot of detailed curricula. The problem is that the content is good, but it's huge to start as a beginner. We need to learn how to set up the coding environment, how to download and install the code editors, and the basics of coding. This is much similar to searching how to learn coding or Flutter on YouTube. Here you can see a lot of contents are there, a lot of good videos are there, but still the content is lot. So we need to find a way to learn using project building. So we just need to focus on important things only, because even a very experienced and good developer doesn't even know everything about a project. You just need to learn how to set up the project, understand the basic logic of the project, and maybe the file structure, and then modify the contents of it. And in today's video, we are going to do the same. Now let's start learn coding and development with Junior IT AI tools. Now for beginners, we made things easy for you. You do not need to install anything or set up the environment. You do not even need a powerful computer. You just need a Chrome browser with a basic computer and just a basic understanding of a human language English, and you can start learning with us. To help you start learning how to code, we have developed an AI agent by the name ByteBoss. ByteBoss will help you to learn how to code. But the first question is, what's an AI agent? Now let's learn AI agents using an example. Imagine you frequently orders items online. Each order includes details like price, date of purchase, expected delivery details, and the item purchased. So these are all your order IDs or the order details. Now you just want to ask a large language model to get the order ID and price of the last item you purchased. You just write a prompt that please provide me with order details and price of my last online purchase. LLM won't be able to provide this information because it doesn't have access to your online account or the memory where this data is stored. While LLMs can generate a wide variety of text, they are limited to the data they were trained on and do not have access to external or real-time information. So how we can troubleshoot this limitation? The answer to this is using an AI agent. So when you give a query to an AI agent, it breaks down the query into simple steps and decide which tools or data source to use based on the steps. AI agents can also utilize LLMs models to break down complex problems, and they just act as the control center that coordinates everything else. For example, if you give an AI agent the query, tell me the price and order ID of the last item I purchased, it can access memory or external data source to locate the order ID and price and then provide you the response. So in short, an AI agent can reason. It means understand and make sense of complex queries or break down your complex task into simpler ones. Then it acts, perform actions via tools such as searching the web, maybe writing some code for you, or using some external APIs. And it can also access the memory, meaning it can store and retrieve information as needed, making it smarter over time. So one of the great advantages of AI model is their ability to select the most suitable models for a given task. So what do you think? ChatGPT is an LLM or an AI agent? So as we know, the greatest advantage of AI agent is their ability to select the most suitable model. In your ChatGPT application, you can also select the models. So these are the LLM models, and the ChatGPT is an AI agent that performs actions for you. So now let's learn practically how we can set up the ByteBoss AI agent. For this, I recommend you to join my Discord server. You will find a link in the description of this video to join. And we have collaborated with Junior IT to provide you access to their AI tools, ByteBoss AI agent for development. Once you join my Discord server, you will receive a link where you can follow the steps to easily set up the ByteBoss AI agent. You can also set up it locally, but I recommend using it using our own online tools. So once you join the Discord server, you will get a message by Junior IT Discord bot, because we have collaborated with JuniorIT.ai. So if you join our Discord server, you can also use their tools. Now, so this interface is an interactive interface and we call it an assignment, but you can call it anything that you want. You just need to read some text. It will teach you that we are going to create one cloud Linux development container. So if you don't know nothing about computer, you can say that Linux is just an operating system and we are just going to create an online cloud computer that have Linux installed. So as I already told you, this is an interactive session. So there are some buttons that you need to click on. So you need to click on the continue button. Then to start your junior IT development container, you need to click on the start button. And it will take approximately about 120 seconds or maybe shorter. If you have already opened an cloud development container. Now, in this interactive session, there are so many interactive elements that I will just explain to you one by one as we begin with our courses. Now, once the button is enabled, you just need to click on the launch button. Now, your window will be divided into two sections. On the right hand side, you have the text-based assignment or the content that you need to read and follow. On the left side, soon you will have an online VS Code. That is the web version of the code editor. Once you have set up the code editor, you can click on continue button. Now again, you just need to follow the steps. You can read about what's ByteBoss AI agent. It can help you for code analysis, for file updates. It has multiple LLM support, and it can do so many things. But let's learn first how we can set up the ByteBoss AI agent. Because on the left side, this is just an online cloud computer, and you need to set up the ByteBoss AI agent project to it. Again, click on the continue button. Now for the next step, you need to have a GitHub account. If you do not know how to create a GitHub account, I will share the link in the description box, or you can also watch in the assignment itself by just clicking on this play button. But I already have a GitHub account, so I won't do that. Then click on continue. Now for the next step, we need to fork or make a clone or copy of this GitHub repository to our own GitHub account. So you can again watch this video to learn more, and this is the link that you have to clone or just create a copy to your own GitHub account. Once you are able to do that, then click on continue button again. Now we just need to connect your GitHub account to this junior IT development container. For this, as I already told you, this is an interactive environment. So we have provided 3 icons beside each shell commands. Though the first icon will just copy the command to the terminal. You can click on it and the command will be copied to the terminal screen. You can just resize the terminal window as well. Just hit enter to execute the command. Now if you just click on the second icon, it will automatically execute the command for you. If you're a beginner, I will recommend using this command. Now once you have executed this command, you need to follow the steps. First you have to choose the account type. Then by using the arrow keys, you can either choose HTTPS or SSH. I will recommend HTTPS because we are going to use one online token. You can write Y for yes. And then you can choose the option either to log in with a web browser or paste an authentication token. So let's paste an authentication token. Click here. Now you just need to paste your token here. So how to get the token? Again, click on this GitHub settings link. It will take you to developer settings. You just need to click on this button, generate new token, and generate new token classic. It may ask you to put your password here. You can do that. Now once you put the password, it will ask you for the name for the token. I am going to give it the name as test course 1. You can name it anything. You can set the expiration date so that it will expire after the days, because it acts like a password. So you must have an expiration date for it. Now let me just choose all the options. You can read more about these options, but it's best if for a beginner just to choose all the options at once. Now once you will click on all the options, You just need to choose all the options. And then you have to click on the generate token button, and it will just generate a token for you. You just need to click on generate token button, and it will generate a token for you. I have blurred this token because this acts as a password. And just right click, by just right clicking onto the terminal window, it will automatically paste the tokens for you. Hit enter. And if you have successfully executed all the steps, it will show you logged in as Kaushalveer, or it would be your, the GitHub username. Now, once you have do that, click on continue button. You can adjust the size of the window if you want. Now, again, you need to just execute some commands. For cloning the app from your own GitHub repository to our online container or online computer, you need to execute this command. But as we all have different usernames, so you need to change something about it. At this place, you just need to change your username. So you can just click on the first icon that will just copy the command and not execute it. And then just edit it. Just delete your GitHub username here, and instead write your username as I. My username is this. Your username will be different. Just make sure after your username there will be one /, just like this, because this is an address or a URL, and just hit enter. And it will clone the ByteBoss AI agent project for you. Once you have done that, you can migrate to the AI agent project. In the next session, we will also teach you what are shell commands and all those things. But for the time being, you can just execute these commands. Now, as a developer, once you copy the setup or a project, you need to install the requirements. And that's why a beginner face challenges when setting up the new project. So we have already done that for you. You just need to execute the command, and this command will install all the project dependencies for you. You can see in the terminal screen a lot of project dependencies being installed. Once you have done that, again click on the continue button. And you just need to follow the steps. And by using this environment, it becomes so much easy for a beginner to start coding with. Now let's set up our development environment and write a simple hello world program. But because we are an experienced developer from day one, so we will do this thing by just using our ByteBoss AI agent to create some code for you, instead of just writing a simple hello world program. Let's again move to this ByteBoss AI agent directory. Now you just need to follow all the commands. You do not need to worry about what each command is doing. Now ls command list all the files, and we need to go to the folder prompts. Again, just follow the steps. Now we need to create one file using touch command. Now you can use the specialized J-code command that will just open the file for you in the file explorer. Now this file is empty. You just need to copy the below prompt and paste here. I have just copied it and I will paste it here. I have just copied it and I will paste it here. And you can read about the prompt. We want to write a Python script that displays key process in the terminal. Every time that you just press a key, the terminal will show which key are you pressing. And the script will just capture each key press and print the character of the key or the number of the name of the special key to the terminal. And we also want to just exit the script, because otherwise it will just loop on forever. So the user should be able to exit the script by pressing Ctrl+C. So using this prompt, we also know that we just need a way to exit the loop as well. Now once you have done that, again you just need to execute the command. And by using agent.sh or executing agent.sh file, this prompt will be converted into code by using our ByteBoss AI agent. Now, once you have done that, you just need to navigate to the src folder, because this is the folder where all the code generated will be present. Let me just move to the source folder, and again I just need to execute this command. I just need to write Python and then the file name generated. So for the file name, you can use the ls command. So the file name is keycapture.py. So I'm going to write Python. But when you just write key and just hit tab, it will automatically complete the name of the file for you, and just hit enter, and the script has been started. So now just put your keyboard button, and whenever you press any key, it will show onto the terminal screen. And if you want to exit it, you can use Ctrl+C. Just click on the terminal and just press Ctrl+C. So once you have done with this, just click on the continue button. And now we have successfully reached the end of this AI-powered mentoring course. And for just me, just provide your feedback if you like the course or not, and what are the changes that you want from us from the course. Now in the next session, I will just teach you all the file structures of this project so that you can modify it. We will also teach you how you can use this ByteBoss AI agent to create almost anything. As this is an introductory section, so we just want to make sure it's shorter. Now in our next video, we will continue with developing a chatbot using ByteBoss AI agent. And we will just make this chatbot a cross-platform that can run on desktop, web, as well as mobile. We will use so many technologies like Flutter, Discord, Auth, Socket.io, Python Discord bot, Pinecone vector database, and how you can use the concepts of LLM. Thank you for joining, and don't forget to subscribe and just join my Discord server